The increasing complexity of human knowledge, coupled with the escalating challenges we all face, think global warming, food security, economic downturns, means we either work together or fail alone. Consider this. Large areas of the brain are dedicated to allow attachment with one another and to function together in groups, simply because we don't survive on our own. We survive together and we thrive together. Neuroscience now demonstrates we are also more creative together. Let's explain this. The so-called G factor serves as a measurement of an individual's general intelligence. In this sense, intelligence precedes innovative problem solving. A recent study shows that the collective G factors of the group, called the C factor, always trumps the highest individual G factor in the group, provided everyone in the group participates freely and there is an equal gender mix. Diversity appears to be another important contributor to enhancing the C factor. The explanations for these hugely important findings are to be found on the preschool playground. Observe the preschool playground. Kids are running around, shouting, climbing and playing, seemingly aimlessly. Not true. These young children are developing their innovative brains by discovering the world in remarkable ways. By mingling with children from other families, they are exposed to young brains with different value tagging systems. They discover diversity and benefit from the collective contributions of a variety of young minds. This enables them to build a rich understanding of the world and to solve problems collectively, the origin of collective creativity. But this is only the beginning. These same kids gradually learn to work together, to understand each other's likes, dislikes, and deeper emotions. They learn this by assuming different roles as they play. For example, one child may be a teacher, others mom, fireman, nurse, doctor, soldier, etc. While they are immersed in this role play, they gather information about one another's emotions. They develop theory of mind to effectively understand another's brain and cooperate for the benefit of both. Theory of mind is the ability to take into account what others may be thinking, how they may be feeling, what they may do next. Through this, they develop compassion and empathy, all characteristics essential for optimizing collective creativity. We are all unique. We live different lives, experience life differently, and see life through a lens shaped by our memories. Because of this, we have different value tagging systems, different tracks within which our worldview is defined and confined. But to solve problems, our brains need to build realistic scenarios of the possible, scenarios unconsciously constrained by our value tagging systems. The easiest and most effective way around value tagging constraints that get in the way of creative problem solving is to fill a team with diverse individuals. Share the common vision and then allow all to freely contribute to the process. This leads to the question: how do we ensure that every individual team member contributes freely to the discussion? The answer lies in compassion and empathy. By effectively applying our theory of mind, we can understand another team member's feelings, emotional state, and even their motives. Through empathy and compassion, we create an environment where people feel free to contribute, where we remove the threat of feeling rejected by the group. And because it's possible to train and enhance theory of mind, we can use this ability to optimize collective creativity. Another important insight to achieve greater collective creativity concerns Mars and Venus. Men and women are more similar than they are different. We share similar needs and focus in much the same way. But where women tend to side together in the collective, men tend to rank in order to function as a group. This important difference results in different leadership styles and different contributions to the postmodern organizational team. The so-called female brain most likely brings more compassion and empathy to the group dynamic, whereas the male-type brain brings strategic value and ranking-type leadership when needed. We also believe that leadership is more often than not situational and should be facilitated as such by the organization. However, while the characterization of male versus female brain remains contentious, it is safe to accept gender brain differences and behaviors. The expression of this diversity and the contribution it can make to the collective creativity of teams is a valuable tool for enhancing and optimizing organizational performance. Finally, neuroscientists now know that when collective creativity in a group is optimized, individuals in the group move into a more relaxed physiological state. This in turn works against chronic stress, making it possible to optimize individual performance, a process called allostasis. By working more effectively in a collectively creative team, your brain tends to move you into a state where brain performance is regulated by the sophisticated prefrontal cortex. By contrast, if we remain in a chronically stressed state, the amygdala in the limbic system takes over regulation, reducing memory formation, enhancing anxiety, clouding clarity of mind, and reducing brain performance capacity as a whole. Collective creativity is a leadership driver. It has significant potential to be leveraged by leadership to create a vital condition for thriving. In summary, in the race for the future, tomorrow's competitive successes will be based on today's creative ideas. Creativity is one of the top traits demanded of present-day executives, because creative leaders have the skills to establish a group dynamic that fuels innovation. So, to give your team the edge, consider how large areas of the brain are dedicated to forming attachments with one another. When we work together, we thrive together.